So one optional accessory that you can buy with your iPad is what's called the smart cover. The smart cover is a product that Apple makes, and it's a cover that protects the screen on your iPad. It does not protect the back. There are other third-party covers that you can use that will, some that are like cases, some that are like books. There's actually a whole lot of people making a whole lot of money off of covers for your iPad. But Apple smart covers come in a sort of plasticky vinyl and a leather, and they're actually really handy for a couple of reasons. Here is a standard gray smart cover, and the nice thing is the smart cover attaches to your iPad using magnets. Let's show you how to attach it. So the first thing you need to do is figure out which is the front and the back of the iPad. The side that is soft is the inside, because that's going to be resting against your screen, so that's going to help protect the screen and even remove a little bit of fingerprint residue. The other side is either the leather or the plastic. And along the edge, you will see this metal bar. This actually contains magnets, which will align with magnets in the side of the case. And all you need to do is actually just bring it close to the iPad, and it will magically snap into place. To close it, I just pull it back over the iPad. Now the smart cover is called smart, not just because it has magnets in it, but because it works with a setting on your iPad. When you open up the smart cover, it actually turns on your iPad. And when you close the cover, it will turn off the iPad. This is a feature that you can change using a setting in the Settings app that you can learn about in another video. What's nice about the smart cover is that it also functions as a stand, and it can hold your iPad in one of 3 configurations. Now, it takes a little bit of practice to get these right, but let's take a look. The first way that you can fold your smart cover is to actually set up your iPad in kind of a shallow typing angle. The way you do that is you start rolling the iPad cover back on itself. There are magnets inside the cover as well, which help it stick to itself. And then, once you have it folded into a triangle, you'll see that your iPad actually now rests at a comfortable angle for typing. That's the first way the smart cover acts as a stand. The second way is actually to just simply flip it over and put the iPad in a vertical direction. This is great if you're watching videos or you don't really need to touch the screen, but you need to watch it. The third way the iPad works as a stand is actually very similar. It simply involves turning the iPad so that it's in the portrait orientation. The stand still holds, and then you can actually look at it that way as well. Those are the 3 ways that you can use your smart cover to prop up your iPad. Your iPad also came with 2 other accessories that will end up being very important to you. One is an AC power adapter, and the other is a cable that on one end has a dock connector adapter, and on the other end has a USB plug. Now, this cable will be your best friend because you use it for both connecting to an electrical outlet, but also for connecting to your computer. The dock connector cable attaches to the bottom of your iPad where the dock connector port is. So let's plug that in right now. You'll notice that there is a symbol on the front of your connector that goes right in towards the front. And now, on the other end of the cable is the USB plug. That plugs in a couple of places. You can power and recharge your iPad by plugging it into your computer. That will also be used for syncing the contents of your iPad, which we'll talk about in a different video. But that connector will also plug into the AC power adapter. You can see that there is a USB port on the back of it. So all you need to do is plug that plug in. And then the other side of the adapter has 2 prongs that fold out. Simply plug that into a wall and you can charge your iPad. In general, the iPad will charge from empty to full, I believe, in about 4 or 5 hours. It's designed, however, to charge up the first 60 or 70% of its battery very quickly. So it will actually reach that level fairly quickly, and the last 20 or 30% will take a little bit longer. And your iPad will be pretty well charged after not too long. I've been using an iPad for a year, and in my experience, I can get pretty close to the 10 hours of battery life that they suggest. And that's with heavy use of the iPad. So keep that in mind. You probably won't need to plug it in every day, but you will need to know where this is at some point.